What's up, my wizards? It's Dev from Mtg. We like magic, and today, something special. I got some exclusive unstable previews for you. Pretty excited about those. But first, I'm going to bring in a guest so that we can have what is becoming a time-honored debate in the community. Are unsets cool and awesome and fun and creative, or are they stupid? Are they stupid? A big stupid waste of time. Spoiler alert, yes, they are stupid. And here's that guest. Here's Kev. Everybody meet Kev. Oh, you don't look too happy to see me, Dev. Is that because maybe you know that unsets are completely indefensible pig dung? What? No, man. They're just good, clean fun, which leads me to my first point, which is just that, you know? Unsets are fun, and I don't see why anybody would be, like, angry about that. I mean, like, Night of the Hokey Pokey. Like, how could you be upset that that card exists? Like, in a way, unsets are sort of beautiful in their creativity. Garbage talk. Keep this fun out of my game, you know? Like, take baseball, for instance, one of the most popular sports in the world for over a century, and it's no fun at all. And chess, for instance, take chess. Chess has been around for over 1,000 years, dude, and it never felt the need to put a bunch of new silly pieces out every now and again that you can't even play in tournaments, you know? But I bet that the full art foil pawns would be pretty awesome, right, Kappa, in case you didn't catch the sarcasm. Yeah, I caught it, and we can agree to disagree on that, but I actually think that unsets are about more than just the fun factor, which leads me to my second point, you know? They allow the designers to go crazy, and I think there's some value in that. That in turn allows us to see what can be done with this game without an artificial ceiling being placed on the design space just because of tournament play or constructed play or whatever, you know? New concepts can be pushed to the outer limits, and it's basically consequence-free for the design team, and the result is really refreshing. That point stinks because you pulled it out of your butthole. Look, what you're telling me is that over the last year, with all the screw-ups, you know, all the bannings, Cat Combo, Eat the Works Marvel, Smuggler's Copter, Emrakul, that during that entire time, the design team was working on a set full of squirrel jokes. Yeah, that was the best use of their time, you colossal doofus. Well, despite the completely unnecessary ad hominem at the end of that, you still kind of regrettably make a good point. I can concede that to you, but at the same time, I still think that unsets are beneficial for the most part. My evidence for that is that some uncards have gone on to be like actual cards in later Magic sets, or at least a version of them have become actual cards. Bull hockey, you fat liar. Name at least one then. Actually, there are more than a few, and Wizards has actually stated before, in so many words, that they like to use unsets as sort of test runs for certain design concepts, and a few of these have happened, you know? The most obvious example is probably the big furry monster, which would show up later as Meld in Eldritch Moon, but there's other stuff, you know? Common Courtesy looks an awful lot like Lunar Force to me. And there's more, you know, gerrymandering isn't actually that far away from Scapeshift when you think about it, and the cheese stands alone was one of the first, like, alternate win conditions in Magic's history. And Wizards could also use unsets as an opportunity to test new mechanics that they're thinking about, and that brings me to our previews, the first of which is Extremely Slow Zombie. Now, ESZ is a 2-mana 3/3 with a relevant creature type. That's a pretty good rate, but it has a new mechanic. Last Strike, meaning that it deals its damage after every other creature deals their damage. That actually is kind of an interesting mechanic, actually. See, and there's actually another new mechanic in this set in a similar vein. Let's take a look at Three-Headed Goblin right here. This thing's a 5-mana 3/3, again with a relevant creature type. But it also has Triple Strike, meaning that it does first strike damage, regular combat damage, and then last strike damage too. I mean, talk about a good rate. This thing might be 5 mana, but can deal 9 damage, and one pump spell just puts it way over the moon, and it's got a relevant creature type too, so if you're playing like a Goblin casual deck and you slip this thing in, you got a bunch of ways to pump it with your tribal effects too, so this card is actually, like, kind of pushed, I would say. Hey, yeah, that's actually kind of competitive, really. Yep, and I would not be surprised if at some point a version of this ability showed up in an actual constructed legal Magic set, because that happens sometimes. Yeah, I never thought I could bring myself to say it, but you might actually kind of have me on this one a little. Hey, look at that! We're having an argument on the internet and we actually agreed on something. That's the first time that's ever happened in the history of ever. Yeah, and all it took was us being written and played by the same guy. Imagine that. You're still a virtue signaling beta, Dev. Why are you like this? I want a deck tech. Let me do a deck tech. Hey, what's up, Wizards? It's Dev. Hope you enjoyed that. And if you did, make sure you click the like button and subscribe for more previews because Rivals Vixalon spoilers are going to be happening pretty soon. Plus, you want the deck tech, so make sure you sub, hit the bell for the notifications, do all the stuff. And if you're interested in Unstable, you can click the very first link in the description. That'll take you over to TCG Player where you can find boxes on pre-order of Unstable at just $95. Wait, you're actually doing the TCG Player thing right now, man? Yeah, actually, I am doing it right now because I got to keep the lights on, but there's actually something really important, I think, that I want to point out about booster boxes of Unstable. Right now, again, $95 on pre-order. Compare that with the fact that sealed booster boxes of Unhinged right now, which just came out a few years ago, are $600 market price. And if you want a box of Unglued that's still sealed up, that'll cost you over $1,000. So all I'm saying is if you got some money, you might want to buy a couple boxes of Unstable because in just a few years, if you still got them sealed up, you'll make a tidy sum when you sell them off. So that's all I'm going to say. Public service announcement, boxes of unsets that are still sealed a few years later are ridiculously expensive. But we're tapped out for now. That's all we got for this one, and I will catch you cats later. I'm Dev from The Place. Thanks for watching, my wizards.